before we brought you in about G.I. Joe. Did you ever work on that cartoon?
No, I did not.
Oh,
no. I was on Filmation.
Okay.
Oh,
so you worked on the good stuff.
Yeah.
You worked on Ghostbusters, He-Man, probably, right?
I was on at Filmation. I was on He-Man and She-Ra.
Okay.
Okay. I worked on Dragon's Lair and Space Ace.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, those are Keith's favorites.
Yeah. Rock and Rule.
Okay.
I animated the initial appearance of Boba Fett in the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
I've done a bunch of Batman commercials.
Yeah,
those sellers things that you could see on YouTube.
Yeah,
that back in the late '80s. So I worked on a whole bunch of things. That's quite interesting.
Well, Filmation was, like probably one of my favorite companies growing up as far as animation. Whenever you saw that circle,
in the chime,
the
circle in the chime,
the beginning when it would go, boop, with the Filmation, But whenever you saw the circle with, what was the guy's name?
Norm Prescott, Hal Sutherland, and
is it Schreiner? Schreiner? Lauren Schreiner or something like that?
No, Lou Schreiber. Lou Schreiber.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, Lou Schreiber was a doll. He was great. He was
That's what I heard. I've been meaning to buy the Filmation book that they put out, but I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, he was the best boss I had in animation.
Really,
that's cool.
Because he really, even though he was a producer, he started off as a background painter, and he actually he struck with the union. He actually walked a picket line, even though he signed the contracts. He was the last of the studios that had everything in the USA in-house.
Oh, really?
Wow, that's an interesting fact.
Yeah,
it seems like always the best bosses come from the trenches, right?
Yeah.
Because they worked that process so they don't forget, they remember,
Yeah, and that's the way. But also, he was a Libra. We had the same birthday, October 19th.
Oh,
I'm a Libra too, actually. That's awesome.
He's passed away, but but that was his birthday. Yeah.
And they used they used a lot of the rotoscoping, right, with the Filmation stuff, like with Tarzan and some of their other.
They did, yes, they did, but up to a certain point, they did that because. Well, first of all, the thing about Filmation is that because they had to make it really, to cut corners because it was so expensive to do. So they would do stock footage and they would reuse the material. So
like with the He-Man, it was always the same transformation scene.
Yeah, for certain sequences which were more realistic because they had that. They would use rotoscope. Yeah, so
it looked good on it Filmation because I think a lot of Hanna-Barbera wasn't really using that, So.
No, they weren't doing human. Whenever you work with human characters, design-wise, instinctively how they're going to look, how they're going to move. So you do that. If you do caricatured reality, that takes a lot of effort and time to do that, and they just did not have the time.
I'm bored.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
Are you looking for something exciting to read while you enjoy some sugary cereal?
Yeah!
Then grab a copy of Mighty Mascots from Alterna Comics! Born from the ashes of a disastrous 3D printing accident, 8 living advertisements have banded together to right the wrongs of this world, led by a former child star. These unlikely heroes are freaks to some, but you will know them as the Mighty Mascots. The miniseries is 3 issues full color and printed on glorious newsprint. This is the fun superhero series that you didn't know you needed. Created and written by Keith Gleason, featuring artwork by Ian Morianto and colors by Anton Bondi.
Ahoy, I can't wait for more!
Mighty Mascots is part of your complete breakfast and comic book reading experience. Only from Alterna Comics.